Hello everyone, welcome to Technical Pathfinder channel, The Learning Center. Are you ready to understand the new problem of three-phase induction machine from PS Bhimra? So let's start. So let's observe what is given in the question and what he is asking. A three-phase 4-pole 1440 rpm 50 Hz induction motor. So 4-pole and 50 Hz, so the synchronous speed is 1500 and it is running at 1414 rpm. Has a star connected rotor winding having resistance of 0.2 ohm per phase and a standstill leakage reactance of 1 ohm per phase. When the stator is energized at rated voltage and frequency, the rotor induced EMF at standstill is 120 volt per phase. So the rotor EMF is also given. Then he want to find the rotor current, rotor power factor and torque. The three things we have to find at starting condition and at full load condition. Then we have to compare the result. In option B, if the external resistance is added to the rotor circuit, then we have to find the rotor current, power factor and torque at the time of starting. So let's start. Let's see the formula used in the above problem. So this is used for finding the synchronous speed, and this is the full load current formula. This is power factor and torque formula. If we put slip S equal to 1, then we get the starting condition from full load condition. These formula are converted to this formula by putting S equal to 1 in all the three formulas. In the torque formula, omega S equal to 2 pi ns by 60. Before moving to the solution of option A, first we have to find the basic elements required for the complete solution. So synchronous speed is 120 F by P 1500 and synchronous speed in radian per second can be find omega S 50 pi, and slip is determined by ns minus nr by ns. It is equal to 4%. In option A, for full load condition, I2FL is equal to 0.04 into 120 by under root of 0.2 square plus 0.04 square equal to 23.53 ampere. Similarly, we will use the formula of power factor and find the power factor equal to 0.98. Put the value of rotor full load current in the torque equation. We get the 52.87 Newton meter torque. And similarly, for a starting condition, the starting current will be 120 by 0.2 square plus 1 square equal to 117.67, and similarly power factor is 0.196 and torque is 52.87. From here we can see that the starting current is much higher from the full load current. PF is reduced from 0.98 to 0.196 and the torque is almost remain same. From this table we can compare the two values, that at full load current is very much lower than at starting, and also the power factor is higher at full load and at starting it is reduced, but the torque remains almost same in the both cases. Now if the external resistance is added 1 ohm per phase, then the total resistance will be equal to 1 plus 1.2 ohm 1 plus 0.2 ohm equal to 1.2 ohm is the resistance now per phase, and reactance is remains same. Reactance is 1 ohm per phase. So resistance is increased in the rotor circuit, then we have to see that what is the changes observed in current, torque and power factor. So in option B, at a starting slip equal to 1, so by increasing the resistance, the starting current will be equal to 76.82, because resistance is increased, so current is reduced. The power factor is equal to 0.768. At the starting, the previous power factor is 0.196, so here power factor is improved, and the torque is equal to 3 by 50 pi into 76.8 whole square into the resistance is 1.2, so the torque is equal to 135.25. so torque is increased here. So it is concluded that after inserting the rotor resistance R2 or increasing the rotor resistance, what is happening here? Current is reduced and torque increased and power factor is also improved from 0.196 to 0.768. Thanks for watching, and if anyone have doubts, then he can ask in comment section.